The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. The Knights will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The Longhorns will have a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's going for the big play. And is knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On second down, just keeps firing. Right on target this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Might as well stick with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Smashes through. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Discards a man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7, UCF 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
So say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's back to throw on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the throw. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fair catch called for and made. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Longhorns! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They face looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. The Knights in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UCF!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Caught close to the marker. It's Preston. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control. And you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Line getting set on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the grab at the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
UCF 12.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups, too. We're going to have to throw the...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it. Looking to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Knights! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Fires to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me...
Got some room into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. A first down run in the red zone. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, UCF! They look finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the returner will be brought down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. Try and play action. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They usually block it so much. Nice job with a little play action. Slide him, give him the rock.
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. He unleashes a long one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Unleashes one. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He wants to throw it again. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Preston. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this This offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings.
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He looks that one in nicely. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Coming after it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Right down the gut of the field. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive.
Looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.